What is going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me here today. Well, 343 Halo Studios has shown one of the projects that they have been working on. I say they working on because they're not the only studio rumored to be working on this remake. A subsidiary of Virtuos Studios, the ones that did Metal Gear Solid Delta and the Oblivion remaster, are also supposed to be in partnership with them doing this instead of previously it was Saber Interactive when they re-released it back in 2011. But they've released a few separate trailers, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch right now what I believe this is the gameplay trailer. We're going to watch the trailer that has sketch, and it has people talking about everything. So let's go ahead, and I'm actually got to pull that up here real quick. Pull it up off screen and play it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and watch that. I have watched this because I had to record it, and I am many minds about this. But we'll play this one right now. Make sure the audio is turned up. So initially, this looks really good, but my first thought that I had, honestly, was why does it have a Halo 5 HUD, and why aren't things in the proper place that they should be? You'll notice just right off the bat from here, this is a Halo 5 health bar, which I guess you have the shield bar and the health bar underneath, so they've basically gotten rid of health packs. You could just see that right off the bat. Radar is moved up to the upper right for some reason, and the other information for your weapons and grenades has been moved to the lower left. I don't really see any gameplay reasons as to why this should be changed or why it would be changed, other than just them wanting to move things around now. Unless it has a customizable HUD, that's one thing. Maybe it'll let you move some things around. It's been no secret on this channel, I didn't really care for Halo 5 at all. So the fact that they're using a Halo 5 HUD here is a little bit disturbing. Also, some of the weapons and everything also look like Halo 5 weapons. The angle and the size of the pistol here reminds me of when they did the classic pistol for Halo 5, which looked weird. And the coloring here with this kind of teal, greenish blue, why would you bother changing the main colors? Like, just leave it. Again, this is them wanting to put their stamp on it and wanting to move forward. One of the big things was that this was announced for PS5, which we'll get into later on. But I guess we'll go ahead and continue on here with the trailer. Now, admittedly, this looks really good. Like, Unreal Engine, the game always looks good. There's a lot of high graphical fidelity and detail and shading and a lot of technical things. But we'll see a few things here that, again, really don't make any sense, but we'll let it play. This is just the very beginning. And it's weird that they're calling it Halo Campaign Evolved. This is the kind of canary in the coal mine that this isn't Bungie's Halo. This is most certainly 343's Halo.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next.
PlayStation's a big deal. For console players, the PS5 Pro is probably going to be the best place to play. Now, if you care about controllers and everything, I'm sure it'll also have the reactive or adaptive triggers, and Cortana will probably talk to you through the little speaker on the controller.
Next year, to talk more about it, we've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going back to the Halo ring again for the first time.
For the first time is really important.
So again, I mean, this looks really, really good. Like, I'm not going to deny that. Graphically, this is going to be the best looking Halo game.
Be surprised by new.
But it is also kind of the death of the Xbox identity and brand. Unfortunately, Halo's going to be on other on PlayStation officially. It's not going to be the MCC, which had me surprised because I really thought that it would be. But this is the Halo project that they've been working on. This is what's been scraped from the PSN. They've already got some things set up that they're going to, have it there. So
Content and feel like excited.
And to be fair, I do think that putting this, especially for Halo, because Halo is a dying franchise. The Halo YouTubers will tell you different, that it's, a very healthy, in a healthy state. It's not low player populations. A lot of times players leave the game when they do, release it, because there are better games out there that just run better. Most of the time the multiplayer dies on these pretty quickly. They didn't with Bungie, when Bungie was in charge, by the way. But under the new 343, since basically Halo 4 in 2012, the multiplayers start off big, and then 3 months later, they just crash. Now, this isn't going to be a multiplayer, but the point was having them put this on PlayStation and getting the PlayStation audience acclimated to Halo and how it plays, at least their version of Halo. When they do release the multiplayer project that is rumored with them, that they hope that to pull people to it.
Excited again about exploring the ring world.
And yeah, this HUD setup, and I know I've talked about this already, but this just rubs me all the wrong way. You've got your weapon in the lower right with the different weapons that you have. You've got the radar in the upper right, which is just out of place.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
And I don't know if that guy has been around, but 343 has not. This is actually kind of misleading. Halo Studios has not been building Halo for 25 years. It was started with Bungie, and then they handed it over when they were ready to leave after they worked out a deal with Microsoft.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
See, and I'm going to argue that they really didn't need to change much. My son, who is 17, has played through the original Halo campaign and really liked it. He's also the modern audience that they're trying to get. He's played Fortnite. He's big on free-to-play games. But he liked the original games. He didn't feel like, sprint was missing or aiming down sights was missing.
Every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless.
Now, there are good things. I'm not going to say that there aren't good things in this announcement. 4-player co-op is awesome. Of course, what they're showing right here, though, is Smart Scope with the AR being zoomed in. That's not what the AR is for in Halo, at least not even in Combat Evolved. But, well, there it is.
of which platform they're on, and then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles,
Let me pull
on the
that back
couch
a little
together,
bit.
just like. And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back.
Over the years, what technology we've built and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the
4
campaign
people
together,
online.
regardless of which platform they're on.
So 4-player crossplay, regardless of whatever platform they're on. Hey, 9876 Godzilla. I really do not like this at all. Again, they do have some good things in it. I'm not going to say that it's not 4-player co-op across crossplay is cool. You could play PS5, Xbox, PC. I'm assuming the different PC stores that they're going to put it on, which is huge. That's good. They don't you don't want to limit your player base.
And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on console.
And here's the thing that they've also been bringing up: 2-player co-op on console. This is big. If they go back on this, this is going to be one of the worst. Like it's one of the worst things possible that they could do after the kerfuffle with Halo Infinite's split screen co-op campaign. They have to hit this. PlayStation gamers deserve Halo MCC, Halo 5, and Infinite. Yeah, I would say so. It's surprising to me that they're doing that, or not putting the MCC on there. I'm not so much surprised about Halo 5, but yeah, I mean, that's all in the past, I guess. You know, this is them supposed to be moving forward into a new era, so I mean, I guess this is all the audience gets.
On the couch together, just like we did back in the original. What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're
Hey,
authentic
Death
to the
Trooper.
encounters themselves.
So we just went past something real quick I want to play. Oh, is it not going to play now?
On the couch together, just like we did back in the original.
Yeah, the
What do you
reveal
have
was
to do
bad.
differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves.
So for 4 players, they're going to make the spaces bigger. Now, I've already seen this. I had to watch this to record it. Sprint is you as a Spartan in this game, you can sprint. That's why they made it bigger. Well, let's just be honest right here. They made it bigger so that you could sprint, which Death Trooper, I know you're you're a fan of Halo 5. Coming back and looking at some of the stuff, I complained about the HUD. It's a Halo 5 HUD. Some of the sprinting animations also look like they're from Halo 5. They don't need sprint in this, but
So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
Mind if I join you?
Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
The
So
skull
this
is
section,
a gameplay modifier.
I'm going to turn this down for a little bit, the volume on this maybe. They just talk about the skulls. They talk about that there's a couple of dozen skulls, so it's nice to see them adding some things to this. But they talk about it like it was like their original idea. It's just, it's not, obviously.
Mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The combination, the pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to create
I don't know,
that gameplay experience.
this
amount
looks
of
like
replay
it's
options
built
for
off
folks.
of the
I
Halo
love
5.
the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign. It just is almost
This looks
endless
like it's
variety.
built
We have dozens of skulls
on
this time.
the Halo
Most
5
We've
engine.
ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a
like,
lasso guy?
movement-wise.
Because you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would ever be able to complete this game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot. And so if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run, let us know. Because I'd love to see it. I think, that'd be really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown us is do not underestimate them, and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved? Shown us is do not underestimate them, and they will find a way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being honest. Like I've said before, graphics-wise, this does look really good. To me, it looks good. Unreal Engine, of course, it's going to look good. It's a very bad thing. I don't get why they won't just make Halo MCC on PlayStation. It's because they don't want them to experience the Bungie games, and that's my opinion. Only 2-player split screen and no split screen on PC is terrible. I haven't looked at all the specs yet. But yeah, this again, it looks good. This like I said, with the Halo 5 Magnum, or the Halo 5 CE Magnum, this is what this reminds me of personally. It's a bit weird. A bit weird looking, but that's just my opinion.
So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across, enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE you weren't able to do before that you now can. You finally kill the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just, kind of really take it to the end.
So what he just said here was actually kind of interesting. They're adding specific weapons to this game. So like weapons that you see the enemies have in Combat Evolved, like the sword, you couldn't pick it up and use it, obviously, in the original game. But he's saying here that you can. So it seems like any weapon that an enemy is holding is one that you can use.
Enemy.
The sound design. All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual
Again, everything looks gorgeous.
panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo.
And I don't think it was my YouTube video here, because I pay for premium, so I have the higher bit rates and everything. I've noticed stuttering. The game looks like it wants to run at 60. It looks like maybe it keeps dropping into the 50s. And then it does have stuttering. Go back and watch the actual uploaded video, not like just from mine, but go watch on YouTube, and it has stutter in it.
Counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and brightening the environments.
And yeah, again,
One of the hallmarks.
graphically, I don't really think that 343 or Halo Studios has ever had an issue with making a good game. Even as much as I don't like Halo 5, points of Halo 5 looked good. Like they've never had an issue with that. I might not have liked the art style, but graphically it's looked good.
Elements of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
There was quite a bit of development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
Talk to me just a little bit about how we're approaching the narrative aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story, and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Death Trooper. I don't know necessarily if I would say it looks worse than Infinite, but the remake doesn't look like you think it would, and that's because of Unreal Engine, yeah.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint.
And I'm gonna do something that I wouldn't usually do. We'll give them a benefit in saying that what they're showing is pre-release footage. I'm gonna go out on a limb, because they haven't announced a release date yet, at least not one that I've seen. I guarantee you it probably comes out on the 25th anniversary on 11/15/2026. So the game is literally probably like 13 months away. So they have enough time, whoever's working on this, to do work.
Over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets, original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
So this is huge. This is really huge, and this is a big deal for me. I'm really shocked that they actually are bringing back some of the original cast members, like Steve Downes and Jen Taylor, to re-record their audio lines Like that is huge. That is something I do support. As much as maybe I don't support the sprint in the campaign, them using the original voice actors is a huge plus. Because obviously there's some audio that I think that they're just reusing from the original game, which would be Echo 419, the Pelican pilot's voice. I'm pretty sure that that is exactly the same audio. So the fact that they're bringing them in and re-recording stuff is a big deal. It really is.
Really provides a degree of fidelity
Does she have a microphone strapped to her head? It looks like she does.
that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
I'm super excited that this game will include 3 brand new bonus missions.
This is also something, and this is going to be really interesting to see how this pans out. They're bringing in 3 bonus missions, 3 extra missions to the campaign. So instead of having 8 or 9 missions, it's going to go up to 12. They're adding in missions that take place before the game. So they're stepping on Halo Reach, essentially.
Tell me a little bit about that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel setup for, the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between, Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so
Sending
many
out builds
of
to
the elements of the
community
level really
members.
coming together.
I wonder what that means.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of the cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You can go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon
I'm not gonna
our
lie,
entire
I
Halo
agree with
community
erasing
to
Halo
welcome
Reach, the art
with open
style alone
arms this
retcon
next
CE.
generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Campaign evolved. All right, so we just made it through this. I've got one more clip that I want to play here, and that is there's a 13-minute campaign mission of the Silent Cartographer that we're going to go ahead and watch as well. I don't know, man. Like, I've talked a lot of shit about 343 and Halo Studios and how I'm kind of over their games and everything, and it's just, I don't know. We'll see. The price for this also has to be right. The price needs to be right because it can't be an $80 game or a $70 game for what could be like a 12-hour campaign or a 12-hour campaign. I would assume it would be more in line with Gears of War Reloaded and Oblivion Remaster, $40 to $50 maybe. Coming out in 2026. It should have been released today or a demo
The
today
Covenant
instead of
believe that
just
what
Halo
they call the
YouTubers or
silent
shows.
cartographer is somewhere
Yeah,
under
I
this
agree with you on
island.
that.
The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
Yeah, like you can see with the camera cuts that there's a stutter to it. And they still haven't rated it yet, so they don't know if it's going to be rated M or not. So again, here we are. This HUD, I don't understand. Like Halo Infinite's heads-up display, the HUD is very good, especially with the shield bar and the health bar together. and then having it kind of, you know, get worked, the shield bar get worked away from. This is just the Halo 5 HUD, and I'm sorry, I don't see the need for them to change the HUD from Halo Infinite to this. They could have even just kept the original HUD. I think it would have been fine. I'm gonna turn this down so it's not so loud. And yeah, they got rid of health packs, so there's no health packs, which is certainly a design decision that I don't know. We'll have to see how that works. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. The sprint debate is definitely old, and I know a lot of people are over it. Oh yeah, it's definitely not Xbox gameplay. This is definitely being played on a PC with an Xbox controller. You like having the health and the shield separate? I mean, it's okay, but like it does get separated out in Infinite to a point. Like after your shield goes, then you can see your health bar. But I don't know. I don't understand the need also to change the color. It's like this kind of teal green and everything. Yeah, it's definitely choppy. The animations certainly are. Again, they have time to work on it. It even says down at the bottom, pre-release build work in progress, so we'll see. But in my previous video, when I talked about with Halo Deserve Better, I talked about how it probably wasn't going to be an exact one-to-one remake. And I'm starting to think that it might actually be a one-to-one remake. Because of what they show here with the Silent Cartographer, unless they only have very specific missions that are one-to-one remakes, I think we might be looking at a full one-to-one remake for the campaign for each level. Which is a good idea. Although they did, you know, they did say they increased the size and increased everything for it. But yeah, depending on the price, I might be buying this just on PS5. Infinite's pre-release looked the same as the final game. Did it? Oh, well. We'll see then, I guess.
Somewhere inside that facility. They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn the location of the control center.
But yeah, graphically, I mean, outside of some like very specific things, like it doesn't look awful. I'll say that. It doesn't look awful. It definitely looks like it's struggling to hit 60 FPS. Oh, sure, no, the Xbox version isn't going to have a disc. Hopefully they put the full game on disc for PS5. That's also going to be like a wild collectible thing to have. But yeah, I mean, shockingly, they've stayed pretty accurate to, they've stayed pretty faithful to the original art style and the way things look. They really seem like they resisted the urge to, you know, do their own thing.
We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Cortana to keys. Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
I hate the artifacts. They ruin the graphics, especially in the metallic areas. Yeah. I think that some of that has to do, I think, with YouTube compression, and then, of course, also the it being a pre-release. At least that's what I'm gonna go out on a limb and say. But the rumor is that the Blam engine is running underneath Unreal, and Unreal's on top for like the graphics. So I don't know. I'm also interested to know how much development are they actually doing, because Virtuos Studios is doing, I think, most of the development. That's what the rumor is. So we'll have to wait and see just exactly what it is they're, you know, how much input or how much work they're actually doing, because what we're seeing may not even be Halo Studios or 343 Studios work for the most part. But yeah, this was all pre-recorded and taken straight from YouTube. Running, you know. I feel like they should have added dual wielding. Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been cool to do. Waiting for the pixel counts. Yeah, that'll be a Digital Foundry. That'll be a Digital Foundry thing for sure. I mean, look, as long as it runs well and looks well, that'll be a step in the right direction. But yeah, I'm shocked at how faithful they've kept the level design and everything. It's going to be interesting though to see exactly with these extra missions that they have. With their own design, like how that works. Split screen is a banned word in the Halo Twitch chat. Really? Well, yeah, they've been raked over the coals how many times? And it looks like they also have bloom in this as well, which it was something from the original games, but it wasn't shown as on the weapon reticule, so I guess we'll have to see. It's nice, though, that they at least have split screen going. I'm hoping, too, that as long as it's done right, again, hoping it runs well, or is well optimized, that, actually, let's go back a quick second. So he's sprinting, and immediately... see, if that's the point, like, look, sprint, and then fire, and he sprints, and then comes directly out of it. So this looks like it's taking stuff from Halo 5 and Halo Infinite. You're sprinting, and then I'm assuming as soon as you pull a trigger, you come out of the sprint animation. At that point, just increase the base movement speed of the player, and then give them control with how fast they move by how far up they're holding the stick. I mean, that's been a thing. People have done that. It's been done before. And then we have smart scoping. Like, do we need smart scope for this? I know I'm being real nitpicky with these things, but they don't need to, like, it doesn't need to be there. Like, what is the purpose of this? Especially for this weapon. This weapon has tracking on it. You don't need to zoom in to get a better view to hits. It's not a precision weapon. Halo 5 had no sprint out times for pistols. Infinite has a bit of it. Okay. I feel like they should have put Halo 5 styled Smart Link instead of the Smart Scope. I mean, I don't think they really should have had much of any of it, to be honest. Weapons that need it, sure, but the Needler does not need a Smart Scope or a Smart Link or whatever it is.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system. Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft. We need to go to the main facility. Let's head back down the beach.
I would have preferred 5 Smart Link, but only for precision guns. Yeah, and I could see that. That would have... I don't know, they're walking a real tightrope with certain things.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
Got tamed out in Halo chat for saying that. Yeah, I see it. I'm surprised you just didn't get outright perma banned. I don't know. We'll see. I have such mixed feelings about all this. Like, I want this to be good, but there's just some things to me that just don't make sense for like certain changes. And again, it's real nitpicky things. Maybe I'm being too picky, but the Halo 5 HUD doesn't make sense. Moving things around on the screen, the radar and the weapons and grenade indicators, like to me it feels like they changed it just to change it. We'll see though. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm surprised, originally when they made their announcement that they were going to be showing the future of Halo, they did say games plural, as in more than one. They were going to be showing off the games that are going to be the future of Halo, and then they changed it, what looks like at the last minute, to game, which is this, obviously. I wonder if the free-to-play thing that for multiplayer that they keep talking about that they're going to have, that's like a Fortnite-style type of game, is, I wonder if that's the game that's in Crisis, that the one developer that got laid off talked about. But yeah, it's real jittery, real stuttery. These cutscenes look good. At least I think they do. This model looks better than that model that they showed last year for the Halo 5, or for the Master Chief's armor. It looks more detailed, more worn down than the plasticky figure that it looked like when they showed it last year. I love how the reveal got shadow dropped and they forced it on the tournament for no reason. Yeah, it was weird. I was in the tournament stream or whatever stream they were running, and I was watching it on my phone, and then I saw the notifications start popping down like, oh, they uploaded this video and this video and this video. What's wild is that it popped up on PlayStation. PlayStation uploaded the same. They uploaded the same videos, which was a crazy thing to see. Let's see here. Yeah, they even have it right now as their sponsored video here on the homepage. Halo Combat Evolved Silent Cartographer trailer. I guess we could watch this real quick. Oh, there's no audio. And I mean, this is just a quick cut together of what we just watched. It looks better, the trailer does, than the actual gameplay.
Deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
What sort of weapon is it?
One with unimaginable power.
The campaign that started it all.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
Evolved for a new generation. I will say this, I hope that they do have the what's it called? Theater mode
must
If they're going to add things to this game, they need to add theater mode, maybe firefight mode.
give them hell, Chief.
Coming 2026. You had to watch it in the Xbox store. Oh no. But yeah, that was the big reveal. A lot of stuff was kind of spoiled because we had heard rumors about this already. And when they showed off the project, what was it? Foundry, people kind of started to put it all together of exactly what it was going to be. But it's, I don't know. I want to be hopeful, but I mean, come on. Since 2010, it's been 15 years of disappointment and then, like excitement and then disappointment and excitement. I might end up going through and doing a trailer breakdown or talking about stuff that you could see, but this was just my initial reactions here. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. We'll be back with another stream here probably later on. Not today, but maybe on Sunday, continuing some of the Resident Evil stuff. We'll have to see. But nonetheless, thank you guys for joining me here. Thanks for jumping in, Death Trooper. Always nice to have chat here with you. And if you guys are watching this live or on demand, please give the video a thumbs up. It does help out the channel and the video as well. But until next time, guys, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.